Hi, I'm Chris Rogers from Rockin' Ways 11294, and you're watching WGS-TV on YouTube.
Welcome to another installment of WGS-TV. I'm your official Russell Gamer, WWN. Before I get this video started, I'd like to take this short time out to inform everybody that WGS-TV can also be seen now on ZFX TV. That's right, ZFX TV has picked up WGS-TV. Be sure you check them out, youtube.com/ZFX, Z-E-P-H-I-X TV. And when you do, be sure you let everybody know that your old pal, Double B, Billy Bujo, sent you there. Now, what we're going to be talking about on today's video, on this video right here. Now, for past couple of years, whether it's been here on WGS-TV or on WGS Radio, I've always made the comment that I would never watch NXT. I was never a fan. Well, the first NXT I was okay with. The second, third, and so on and so forth, and that NXT Redemption, it was just so outlandish, so boring, I didn't even bother watching it. But now we get the news that there's a brand new format to NXT, and it kind of involved the guys over in Florida Championship Wrestling. And apparently now that's going to be the venue of NXT, and so I decided to take a look at it with the Stubby Man Ashley. And I must say, first off, with the way the arena is presented, I thought was phenomenal. I thought they did a great job on the arena, on the new look of NXT, especially with the new Tron they have right up there on the stage. I thought that was a perfect position for it. So I'm going to tell you right now, the look of it looks really good. It looks really good. So, and then we get Jim Ross. Good old JR is back, and apparently he's going to be doing commentary now for NXT, or at least for this episode of NXT, as far as I know. And he made the introduction of the new interim general manager for NXT, which is going to be the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And again, top-notch thing right there. So we get two great Hall of Famers at the start of NXT, Jim Ross and Dusty Rhodes. And you can already tell right off the bat that this is going to be a good show, because you have Jim Ross joining commentary with William Regal. And this, believe it or not, guys, was my first real opportunity to hear William Regal on commentary. And I must say, I am very impressed with the former WCW television champion on commentary. I want to know how many of you guys out there got that reference. How many of you guys actually remembered William Regal as Lord Steven Regal, the former WCW television champion? I wonder how many of you guys remembered that. Next up, we go to a package with this guy here. His name is Bo Dallas. Apparently, he is the brother of Husky Harris, who's also he's the son of Mike Rotunda. And to tell you, this kid looks great. Bo Dallas, I am very impressed with this guy. He took on Rick Victor, who apparently, from what we were told in this matchup, was one of the last few guys to train in the dungeon with Smith Hart and all the Harts brothers and stuff like that. He's from Canada. But basically, he jobbed a bit to Bo Dallas. But Bo Dallas, I must say, young, he's very impressive. And I like the promo after the match. I thought it was very interesting. Apparently, from the way it sounds, from the way his name, Bo Dallas, how many of you guys gotta remember Bo Jackson? Like, Bo knows baseball. Bo knows football. Apparently now Bo knows wrestling. And apparently Bo knows NXT. And apparently Bo is gonna dominate NXT, I guess, in a sense. But I thought it was a great match. Bo Dallas, I am very impressed with. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. This young man really impressed me. 22 years of age. This kid is young. He's young and he's talented. But then again, he's the son of Mike Rotunda, a.k.a. IRS. He's got wrestling in his blood. So he's got to have the talent. I mean, he grew up in a wrestling family. Next up, we were scheduled to have a match with Damien Sandow and Jason Jordan, but of course Damien Sandow pulls the usual thing, calls Jason Jordan ignoramus and since he's the intellectual savior of the masses for the WWE, he didn't think it would be right for him to sully himself by getting in a ring with an ignoramus like Jason Jordan. Same old WWE. I mean, we've already seen this enough. I mean, to have Damien Sandow actually wrestle, so we can actually see what he brings. I mean, we've only seen him do like maybe 1 or 2 2-minute matches, 2 or 3-minute matches. That's not enough. That's not enough to showcase the man's talent, showcase the man's ability. We need to go a little bit longer than that, WWE. Shame on them. 2 out of 5, in my opinion. You know, the reason why I give it a 2 out of 5 is just because of Damien Sandow's mic work. Apparently, his mic work is superb, but I need to see more of his in-ring ability. Because remember, this is, you know, and this new format of NXT, you know, again, is converted from FCW. I live in Louisiana. We don't get FCW over here. Or apparently, we're not going to get it anymore at all. But we don't get FCW. We don't get Florida wrestling here in Louisiana. As you know, vice versa. I'm pretty sure they don't get Louisiana wrestling over in Florida. But hey, if they tune into WGS-TV, they can get Gulf Coast wrestling. That's the best wrestling in southern Louisiana. But anyway, next up we go to this great package, this great video package featuring this new tag team called The Ascension of Connor O'Brien and Kenneth Cameron. These two young men just wowed me in that video package. I was really impressed. It kind of reminded me of a group. I'm trying to remember. It's not very often I get to watch Ring of Honor, not very often at all. But there was a group that's kind of similar to this tag team in Ring of Honor. I think Tyler Black might have been involved in it. I'm not too sure because I'm going to think about. Maybe a year ago I saw this. But it was in Ring of Honor. It was in Ring of Honor where they had this kind of a gothic style. It was almost like like something of sin. A group in Ring of Honor. But this is kind of what it resembled in a sense. But they're called The Ascension. And thumbs up on their ring intro. Thumbs up on that. It's kind of a DX style in a sense because they were showing the actual video on the screen. But you can tell they were trying to goth these guys out like crazy. I mean, with the contact lenses, you know, apparently one of the guys had a hidden flashlight, and when the lights went down, he just picked up his arm and shined the light in his face. And the other guy, I think, is Kenneth Cameron. I'm sorry, I almost said Kirk Cameron. I don't know why, but Kenneth Cameron. Sorry about that for any of you guys out there listening. But anyway, Kenneth Cameron. Oh, I'm getting some. Well, the promo, the vignette, it kind of had a Batman feelish to it because you know it was like buildings shining. They were going over buildings, and then they come up to. Well, apparently what it looked like to be a skyscraper of sorts, as I am being fed information. And apparently the end of the promo is, you know, the Ascensions, you know, they're saying, we will rise. Apparently there's a secret person here. I don't know if he wants to be named yet, but he's feeding me this kind of information. But anyway, to this tag match with C.J. Barker and Mike Dalton. Apparently the only person that I think we really see in this match is C.J. Dalton because he's getting pounded left and right by Connor O'Brien and Kenneth Cameron. These two guys are just what the tag team division needs in the WWE to revive it. To fully revive the tag team division in the WWE. We need these two guys either on Raw or SmackDown. They need to make their appearance as soon as possible. These guys have the talent, they have the ability, they have a great gimmick in the Ascension. They have a wonderful gimmick in the Ascension. WWE needs to let them bring it to Raw or SmackDown. Get them on mainstream TV. Get them either on USA or Sci-Fi and let them showcase their abilities because they were phenomenal on NXT. As the
I'm so scared of them, I'd have buggered off.
And for those of you who don't know who that was a Studley Man Ashling. Yeah, one of the comments William Regal made is, you know, if I was one of his opponents of the Ascension, I would have buggered off already. That's what he said. And Regal, again, thumbs up on his commentary tonight. I was very impressed with it. Again, it was my first opportunity to hear William Regal on commentary. I must say, very impressed. And you know what a stickler I am for good commentary, with me being a commentator myself. But as far as this tag match goes, just for, you know, getting to see the great video package for the Ascension, Connor O'Brien and Kenneth Cameron, and to see what kind of great work they bring to the ring, you know, in and out, you know, with their intro and what they did in the match, I'm going to go 4.5 out of 5. I was very impressed. Very, very impressed with the Ascension, and I'm looking to great things from these two. And again, like I said, I'm going on record now by saying that these guys is exactly what the WWE needs to revive their tag team division completely. They're doing a good job of it already. You know, they're starting to bring some guys in, pair them together as a tag team. But if you want a fresh, young tag team who has that it factor, that has the ability and has the talent, they need the Ascension. They need the Ascension. They need Kenneth Cameron. They need Connor O'Brien on mainstream TV. And I want to see what they do on mainstream TV and how well they will go over on the crowd. They were quite over on the crowd over on NXT. I want to see how the bigger crowds, the crowds from Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, how they would react to the Ascension. How would they react to Kenneth Cameron and Connor O'Brien? That's what I want to see. But as far as it goes right now, 4.5 out of 5. The next up, we had a little confrontation of sorts between Johnny Curtis, yeah, that's the same guy who was crying over spilled milk and went absolutely nowhere on Friday Night SmackDown, and Derek Bateman, a.k.a. the guy who got crushed by Ryback not too long ago. Apparently, they're signed to be the main event at next week's NXT, and apparently there was a confrontation in the bathroom. Apparently, Derek Bateman's kind of a stickler for cleanliness. Johnny Curtis, I don't know about, you know, apparently, yeah, we're allowing him to be a wrestler, but the way he kind of played on this gimmick, it was like, I think I'm sick of, of what I'm going to do to you next week. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe it was just me. Maybe it was just me not liking the way that the promo came off. But, you know, it's kudos to NXT for this new format, for them trying to kind of save this show in a sense. And I'm going to tell you what. I tell you what, leading up into this main event, this is what NXT should have been. This is what NXT should have been doing all this time. After Series 1. After Series 1, this is what NXT should have been doing. And the main event, Tyson Kidd and Michael McGillicuddy, you cannot ask for a better main event for one of your lower tier shows, in a sense. For one of your B shows, in a sense, for the WWE. When you get, when you come down to it, you know, NXT and Superstars, those are your lower tier shows for the WWE. And you have two really great caliber stars, great caliber performers like Tyson Kidd and Michael McGillicuddy, the son of the legendary Hall of Famer Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, in the main event. That is a wonderful way to close out your opening new format of NXT. I thought it was wonderful. We get to see Tyson Kidd, you know, unleash a new submission hold called the Dungeon Lock, which is kind of a variation of the sharpshooter in a sense, and a triangle choke stretch of sorts, because it starts out in the sharpshooter with the legs, then he looks like he drops down, grabs one of the arms, and starts, it almost looks like a choke in a sense, but he's being stretched, you know, every which way but Sunday in this hold, and Michael McGillicuddy gave it up. But it was a phenomenal match. Great main event for the opening of the new format of NXT. 5 out of 5. I was really impressed. Overall score for this opening show for NXT, this new format, 4.5 out of 5. I was really impressed. I thought he did a wonderful job with this new format. I'm loving the way it's going, and I can't wait to see where they take NXT from here. So what I'm going to know from now, you guys, out there, the viewers and subscribers, what do you have to say about the new format of NXT? You know the two ways to do it? Put your comments in the comment section below or in a video response detailing your thoughts on the new format of NXT. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to both youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZepHXTV. Again, that's ZEPHIXTV. Be sure you give those guys a sub on there too. And make sure you tell them that your old pal Double B sent you there. So with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux saying thank you very much for watching.
Now, bugger off.